Ink-a-dink, 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 ink-a-dink. Wow! Blessed Sunday morning to you. Welcome to Basil BuddhaCat Presents. Friday night, we were talking about a couple things. And one of them was, Basil was giving us a scoop on a couple new reality shows. Trump and O.J. on the golf course, and you want to hear the scoop about that? Well, go back and watch Friday night's show. The other one was, well, I'll give you the punchline from that. To which Trump replies, or to which O.J. replies. Okay. Again, Friday night. It's on. We're on YouTube. So we're on Facebook, Basil BuddhaCat, this Facebook page. So get yourself a computer and do some computering. Okay, and the other new reality show that you brought up sounded like it was kind of along the same lines because of skin coloration. New reality show called Orange is the New Black is the New 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 Orange is the New Okay, you got the idea. Okay, we also talked about, no, we're not going to talk about the tournament anymore. The tournament's over. Men's side, lung cancer won, and the women's side, the Gamecocks the one on the women's side? Yeah, the Gamecocks on the women's side. So really, it was almost one of those years. It was pretty close, because the only time that the men's and women's teams from the same school won both the men's and the women's tournaments twice. And both times it was UConn. And Snarky got a big sign behind him that says UConn, only time ever, twice, that both the men's and the women's basketball teams from the same school won the, well, we're going to go back to calling it the National Collegiate Athletic Association men's and women's tournaments. Basil temporarily renamed it No Cats Around anymore, but that's passé now, Basil. Come on. You don't see the fish complaining. You don't see the fish tank is fishing. They're holding up a sign that says, "How come there aren't any damn fish name teams anymore? How come there aren't any Oswego State Octopi? How come there aren't any University of Texas Tunas? How come there aren't any University of Miami? Oh, no, those are the Hurricanes. How come it's not the University of Miami Dolphins, like the professional football team, the Miami Dolphins? How come?" What? Basil said, said, well, first of all, there's a very good reason why there aren't any universities that have teams named with fish names. First of all, most fish, well, whales, but they're not fish, come in pods. But fish generally are referred to as traveling in groups known as schools. And what in the world does college sports have to do with school? All right, point well taken. Well, there you go. There's your answer, kids. You guys are too academically inclined to deserve athletic acknowledgement. So we went through that. We went through Trump's Tuesday morning tweets, the morning after the men's finals, and first tweet came out 3:00 Tuesday morning. Roy Williams is a great coach, and it wasn't just great. He pretty much had the whole screen filled up with a giant word "great." Roy Williams is a great coach. Then he turns on TV. He's probably watching Fox News. Probably watching Janine to see if she's taking the bait from him on attacking, being a surrogate from him and attacking Paul Ryan again. And then so Trump could say, "Oh, I had no idea she was going to say that." So he's probably watching Fox, and he saw something about Roy Williams making a comment during the Atlantic Coast Conference basketball tournament, where he said something to the effect that that Trump was that Trump's tweets were the biggest pile of bull ever. And so Trump hops back on to Twitter at 3:01 a.m. He's quick with that Twitter, and said, Roy Williams is a loser. Okay. So he's, adjusted his thinking about Roy Williams just a tiny bit based on Roy Williams making a statement about Trump. Okay, so then he goes back and I guess he flips back over, and I guess Janine's show is over and he's watching something else on Fox and sees something different about it. Starts to fume a little bit, goes back on Twitter and says, North Carolina had 3 million points added to their score by illegals. Okay. So then goes back, and I guess he's still watching whatever tripey show comes on after Janine at 3:00 in the morning on a Tuesday morning, and sees something else being said. Something about Roy Williams said that he hasn't been invited. The North Carolina lung tar tobacco road heels haven't been invited to the White House yet, but if they are invited, he's not sure whether they're going to go. Okay, so Trump hops back on Twitter. Now it's 3:02 in the morning, and Trump tweets, North Carolina has illegal players. So, goes back, maybe he switches to some other station, and sees something else about Roy Williams, and comes back and says, tweets at 3:03, Roy Williams is illegal. Okay. So that was what was going on Tuesday morning after the end of the No Cats Around Anymore men's tournament. Okay, so Bill O'Reilly. So Friday night we were talking about Bill O'Reilly because Bill O'Reilly's got himself a bit of a problem with sponsorship because it's a well-watched show. He's a very popular show. Had a lot of corporate sponsors. I mean, and as of Friday night, he had lost a few of those corporate sponsors. Well, he had lost a lot of car manufacturers, which generally do a lot of sponsoring of ads on TV. He lost Mercedes-Benz. So Basil and I are talking between Friday night and now about how maybe what we ought to do is try to augment our corporate sponsorship with BM Baked Beans. Tom Brady sent us. Paul Ryan's namesake, quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, apparently didn't send us. So Mercedes-Benz yanks their sponsorship. They said we don't want to be sponsoring a show of a guy that's got all these sexual harassment lawsuits against him. I guess if Trump had a show, they probably would do the same thing because Trump's, the gropinator in chief, and got a lot of great shots of him with O'Reilly over the years. And anyway, but here's what's going on now. Trump is weighed in. He weighs in on everything, and now he's weighed in on Bill O'Reilly. Now, I didn't say Bill O'Reilly's innocent because that's usually the kind of thing he would say. That all those lawsuits are unfounded. That's what he said, of course, when with all the lawsuits that are pending against him, against Donald Trump. And also get him in on the picture. This, as you know, Basil absconded with this $20,000 picture of Trump from Mar-a-Lago. Basil was playing golf there. That's probably where Basil heard about Trump and O.J. Simpson on the golf course, which I guess they probably were on the same golf course. Of course, Simpson's there trying to find the real killers of Nicole and that other guy that O.J. killed, and Trump's there trying to add to his list of the blacks all love me, and he figures if he gets O.J., that a lot of those other blacks may follow behind. So, and Basil somehow or other walks away from the golf course. I guess he must have rolled it up and stuck it in his sleeve or something, although clearly no arms, no sleeves. Take my word for it, no tail anymore either. You already said that once. And so Basil walks away with this $20,000 portrait of Drumpf. And we know it's worth $20,000 because look, there's the price tag right on it, $20,000. Okay, and it's clearly Trump. It looks just like him, except you'll notice that it's in green, not orange. And the reason why he had it done in green instead of orange is because he figured he already had the Irish Catholic. Wait a second, green is Catholic, isn't it? And orange is. You already had the Irish Catholic vote. No, you already had the Irish Protestant vote, which is orange.
I thought the orange was the Oompa Loompa vote.
No. The orange, with the orange and the green in Ireland, orange is the Protestant side of the equation, and green is the Catholic side.
I did not know that.
That's why the Notre Dame fighting. Well, they're not the fighting Yiddish. They used to be the fighting Yiddish, but they became the fighting Irish, and their color is this color green. That's why. It's a Catholic university.
I did not know that.
No. So at any rate, and that's in South Bend, Indiana. Right on Interstate 70, which we traveled across on one of our honeymoon tours.
And we drove up into the driveway.
No, that was the one in Mississippi. That was the University of Mississippi we drove into the driveway.
Oh, all right.
That was Mississippi we drove in after.
All those white folks look alike anyway. So
pretty much. Okay. Little commentary there from show producer Kristen Schoenfeld. That's the kind of commentary I like to see. Woo. Okay, so Basil absconds with this picture, and it's in green because Trump knew he already had the Irish Protestant vote, or figured he did, because all the Irish Protestants love him. So he had the picture done in green for the angling for the Irish Catholic vote by having his portrait done in green, and so here we go. It's we got it, and Trump can come looking for it anytime he wants to. So Bill O'Reilly, we're talking Friday night about Bill O'Reilly, and he had lost at that point about 20 or so corporate sponsors, lost all the car companies. Mercedes-Benz gone. Basil, you're looking. Basil's holding out for Tesla. Sorry. So Mercedes-Benz gone. Hyundai gone. Hyundai? Come on. They're ripe for the picking right now. Basil's angling for Tesla. Okay. Beamers, BMW. No longer sponsoring Trump's show. BMW good enough for you? He's thinking. Said, says, not if BMW stands for big white males. No, it's Bavarian Motor Works. Okay. Now Basil's concerned, apparently, because Bavaria is part of Germany. Well, you know, Mercedes-Benz is a German car, too. Basil says, let me talk to my attorney. They may not want us because I have this, because little Jeffrey Peterson has this Jeff Sessions KKK hood with it's written on welcome, KKKOME to Sessions hood. And apparently this is Sessions hood. Now, I don't know where he got this from. Probably from the golf course with Trump. So, O'Reilly lost Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai, BMW, Mitsubishi. Okay. Hey. A lot of things here. Lexus. Lost Lexus. Okay. So he lost all those car companies. Subaru. Lost Subaru too. Basil said, there are a lot of their parts, at least, there are a lot of assembly goes on for Subaru in America. So I'll consider them only if they change their name to Fork Ubaru. Then Basil, okay, there's your cue, Subaru. All you got to do is change the name of your car company to Fork Ubaru, and Basil's ready for you. Basil will do your commercials. You can be his corporate sponsor. So who else? Amica, the insurance. Well, let's go through the insurance companies that Trump's friend O'Reilly has had withdraw their sponsorship from his show. Amica Insurance. Basil said, okay, sweetness. Said, yeah, if they'll change their name to Amicat, then it's a go. Well, okay, if that's not going to happen, possibly. How about, what other insurance companies you got? Allstate. Well, did we forget about something to say? To take this further? Okay, Basil said, meow. Said, it's got two of the three important letters in it. It's got the A and the T. But I don't see any C anywhere in Allstate, so maybe not. Okay, how about, because now he was up to 20 or 30 on Friday night. Now he's up to 50. And some of the other ones are potentials for us to bring some ka-ching in for us and be corporate sponsors for us. How about Palm, the drink? It's a juice water mixture called Palm. Basil said he didn't see him, but he rubbed his chin a little bit. I'll do it for him. Hold on. Said if they change their name to Pom Pom, maybe I'll cheer for them then. Okay, drug companies. Bayer. No more Bayer aspirin. No more Bayer products. Advertising on O'Reilly's TV show. Okay. Another little company, another little drug company, GlaxoSmithKline. Nah. Sorry. No more O'Reilly for them. Sanofi Pharmaceuticals. Never heard of them, but apparently O'Reilly's never going to hear from them again either. Hey, here's for the truck driver supporters of Donald Trump. He had Old Dominion truck lines. Old Dominion truck lines. Now, so wait a second. You take all those corporate advertisers that you've mentioned so far, and you only mentioned about 10 of them so far. But if you take the name, the letters in all of those corporate sponsors and jumble them around, you actually can get O'Reilly sucks 3 times out of all those letters. And all the letters that are left over, you can get Trump sucks out of them 3 times. So, okay, drug companies. Advil. How about Advil? You okay with Advil? Basil said, does Advil do ads? I guess they used to. They used to do ads on Bill O'Reilly, on the O'Reilly Factor. So, we missed an insurance company, Esurance, a subsidiary of Allstate, gone. Okay, how about? Here's one. Here's one you'll go for. Here's one you go for. Credit Karma. Credit Karma. No longer a sponsor of the O'Reilly Factor. Karma, come on. Basil, you and I mean, we're Christians Christians religiously, but we're Buddhists philosophically. I almost had that backwards. We're Christians religiously, devout Christians religiously, but, we're Buddhists philosophically, and this, of course, is my, the wedding ring. Kristen has a matching one just like this. But, so, Credit Karma. Karma. How could you turn down Credit Karma? Come on. They're there. They're ripe for the taking. Said, meow. Said, give me a second, I'm thinking about it. In the meanwhile, check and see if Lil's listening in. Okay, I'll do that. Hello? Yeah, Lil's on the line. Lil, of course, as you know, Lilith, tail included, free of charge, also with a Facebook page called, with the name Lilith, tail included, free of charge. Because, see, Basil came equipped with a tail that was about this long. It's gone now, but along with the rest of them, except for this little scruffy, furry part in its cute little face. So Lilith, tail included, free of charge, came equipped with his big, fluffy tail that seemed like it was about a couple feet long. It was huge. And you see her on the opening and the closing credits of the show. So Lilith, when she passed away, and as Basil has, they're together in the hereafter, but Lilith has the hotline. Lilith has the Cat in the Hat phone. And I think you can see the Cat in the Hat phone in the there's the Cat in the Hat phone. And that's our hot stuff phone. That's the one that only Lilith gets to call in on, and she stays on this with us pretty much 24/7. She's always on this phone when we're on the air. So hey, Lil. Okay. And of course, as repeats bearing on, especially on a Sunday morning, especially a Sunday morning in April of all months, when it's the month of generally the time of year when Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, dies, is resurrected, and pushes a stone out of the way and ascends to. Now Basil likes to remind me about how, since he and Lil passed away, they are seated at the right hand of the left paw of the right shoulder of Jesus Christ, who's at the left shoulder of God. They're all together. So Credit Karma. We were talking about Credit Karma. Is that good? Is that a good one for you? Said, well, I see the letters C, A, and T in it, in Credit Karma. So that's a good start. I see dark in there, dark cat. I see red cat in there. I see Mark cat in there for Basil's 4Q Romper Room mirror. Hey, Mark. And that's okay. Basil's going to consider Credit Karma as a. So there's a bunch of other ones. Let's go through them quickly. Some other ones that have come on in the last couple of days is former corporate sponsors of the O'Reilly Factor that are no longer. T. Rowe Price, gone. Orkin, pest killers, yep. H&R Block, Legal Zoom, okay. They said Legal Zoom said O'Reilly's been doing a little too much zooming, so they're gone. Constant Contact said, nah, no more contact with O'Reilly. And okay, here you go. Here's one last one. Untuck It Clothes. It's a small company, but they used to be corporate sponsors of the O'Reilly Factor. And it's a line of men's clothing. Untuck It Clothes. And Basil said, nah, tuck it. Okay, and with that, we're gonna watch the former sponsors of the Bill O'Reilly show, the O'Reilly Factor. Hey, maybe you can get Max Factor to be a corporate sponsor. That's close enough, isn't it? Cosmetics. Okay. Well, at any rate, when Basil BuddhaCat Presents, we'll be back Friday night. And have a blessed Sunday, and we'll see you Friday night.
They say they'd rob your grandma blind on Wall Street, fritter her away her Medicare on Wall Street, and Pharma Oil and their pet fox don't care if she lives in a box, so long as they wear platinum jocks on Wall Street, Meow. They say they'd rob your grandma blind on Wall Street, fritter her away her Medicare on Wall Street, and Pharma Oil and their pet fox don't care if she lives in a box, so long as they wear platinum jocks on Wall Street, Meow.